law on the books in Michigan.
That's right. 2 weeks ago, the governor of Michigan signed legislation making it a felony to assist in suicides. And that means that Dr. Kevorkian will be arrested if he helps in another case. With that in mind, we went to Michigan 2 days ago to find out what Dr. Kevorkian plans to do next and to actually hear one of the desperately ill patients seeking his help. We also wanted to explore Dr. Kevorkian's motives, the thinking that shapes him, the kind of man he is. Music is a refuge for Jack Kevorkian. He taught himself how to play, first the keyboard, then the flute. He is partial to Bach and Handel. And in his personal life, this is about as exciting as it gets. Kevorkian lives simply, likes cheese sandwiches, American cheese, and says he has hardly any social life. He is 65 and supports his modest lifestyle from Social Security and from his savings earned as a hospital pathologist. He began assisting with suicides in 1990 and was at first charged with murder in the death of Janet Atkins. She suffered from Alzheimer's disease. The charges were dismissed. Michigan's new law took effect at the end of February. In the month before the law was signed, Kevorkian helped 4 people end their lives. One of them was this man, Hugh Gale. He had emphysema and heart disease.
Yes, I want to take my life. I don't know that.
Yeah. Gale's suicide became controversial when an opponent of Kevorkian's activities found a discarded document in the trash. It was a draft of Kevorkian's account of Gale's death, and the wording suggested that Gale had changed his mind. Kevorkian says that was not the case, that the draft contained a simple typographical error. Michigan prosecutors decided not to seek an indictment in the Gale case, but they are poised to act if Kevorkian should violate the new statute. We talked about those risks and about his motivation with Dr. Kevorkian on Wednesday. He was accompanied by his attorney, Jeffrey Feiger. Dr. Kevorkian, Michigan now has a law on its books making it illegal to assist someone in suicide. Will you obey that law?
No, I will not obey a law because that law is immoral.
What you are saying, then, is that you will continue to assist people kill themselves.
I will continue to assist humans to alleviate their agony and interminable suffering. Yes, and if that means they have to kill themselves to do it, yes.
Do you have any idea when this may take place?
Not specifically, but it will be soon.
Within the next few weeks?
Probably.
Have you chosen your next patient?
Not specifically. There are 2 or 3 candidates right now, but they every day more candidates show up.
Dr. Kevorkian, you say that you're going to do this again. You will then be indicted and probably put in jail. What will you do?
I will stop eating.
You mean even if you're not convicted, just if you're indicted while you are awaiting trial, you will go on a hunger strike?
In jail. Whenever I'm in jail, my liberty has been taken away unjustly, even. Therefore, I will stop eating. In effect, the state will assist my suicide.
You might die before you come to trial?
Absolutely. I'm willing to understand, not to be a martyr, not to protest, not for pity. I don't do it for that reason. Only one reason. The reason Thoreau did it. Because my liberty is unjustly taken away.
Would Dr. Kevorkian be able to raise bail?
They won't give him bail. No, not the kind that they're going to. If we get a benighted judge, they're going to make the bail so high, Barbara, that he won't be able to raise it.
Are you a fanatic? Are you a zealot?
No, well, people might say I'm a zealot. I just stick to my principles. Was Patrick Henry a zealot? Was Thoreau a zealot? Was Margaret Sanger a zealot? Was Mandela a zealot? I follow their example.
Dr. Kevorkian, you have brought us a sample of the letters you have received. Over how long a period are these letters?
Just a period of 2 weeks. Those aren't all of them. Those are just the ones I think are the most important and most moving.
Well, I read these, and I just chose 2 that seem typical of the letters. I've read all of them, and they all do ask for your help. Dear Dr. Kevorkian, I have the same problems that Hugh Gale had. That was a man who committed suicide a few weeks ago. Congestive heart failure and emphysema. I'm 69 years old and all alone now. You don't have much time left. I sure hope and pray that you will be able to help me. I want to die. Nothing would make me happier than to join my husband in heaven. It is worth all the money and the 2 homes put together. Please contact me. And her name, address, and it says call collect. This is another one. Someone in New York. Dear Dr. Kevorkian, I'm writing on behalf of my mother. She gives her name. She's expressed a great desire for you to help her end her life peacefully. She suffered a stroke in March of 1992 when she was 78 years of age. It rendered her paralyzed on her left side. She needs 24 hours, 7 days a week in home care. She's miserable. Her life is intolerable. She's in constant pain, both mentally and physically. And then she goes on to say that her mother has asked her to write to you. My mom is a dear, sweet woman, and it's very sad to see her in such despair. Now, I chose this letter, although there were others that were similar, because there are 2 doctors' reports also with this, saying that she is mentally competent, and another doctor giving her case history. When we talked a year ago, you said doctors weren't cooperating with you.
Not personally. They wouldn't send me such data, but the patients can get the data from their doctors, and then the patients send me copies.
How do you decide which patients you will take?
Each case is unique. That's why this can't be legislated. Doctors have to decide, and it's tough.
Interestingly enough, the last patient was accompanied here to Michigan by his sister, who is a doctor, and there were 2 doctors therefore present, Barbara.
Also, you receive audio tapes.
Yes.
If people can't write, you mean?
Yes. Yes, sir. And they think that, I suppose, not only they can't write, but it's more effective in the voice. You also get a good insight into the patient's psychologic makeup.
We have another tape of somebody who has sent you an audio cassette. I'm going to play it, and then perhaps you can tell us about this person. This was sent to you, yes?
Yes, about a week ago.
This is Dave. I called you several times, the quadriplegic. I've been in bed now for 3 months. I haven't gotten out of bed. I told you I broke my neck so high I can't sit up. Basically, I have to lay down here. I have approximately 12 inches of movement in my left arm. So I think I can somehow, some way I could, if you could build a device to help me, how much I'd appreciate it.
This man is a paraplegic?
Quadriplegic.
Quadriplegic.
He can just move, as he said, move his arm 12 inches, one arm.
And he is someone you may consider?
Yes, he also said further on that he has terrific burning pain in his legs, which can't be alleviated. It's a spinal pain. Although he has no other feeling, that he has that tremendous burning pain constantly.
Doctor, what kind of people will you not help?
People who are suffering from diabetes and maybe some heart disease, maladies, illnesses that can be treated, that aren't necessarily terminal or fatal in and of themselves, and especially those whose disease is primarily psychiatric.
Psychiatric.
Yes.